That was super tight. I dread being a...
Which fighter's going to get caught first? And he misses with that jab. Nice exchange here from both men. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves. He misses with that jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This fight could not be it. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Blocks that jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? He fails to score with that left hook. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I don't know which fighter is winning this battle. Who's going to be the first one to get rocked? So much firepower here. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Got out of the way of that right hook. He takes that jab. Can they figure out the combination to this sink? Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Through the hook, it didn't land. Missed him with that uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny. Who will be buzzed first? Swing and a miss with that left hook. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He blocks the jab. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This one could go either way. Which fighter's going to get clipped first? He caught him there with a left hook. Take that jab well at all. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. He knows that right hand's coming and still can't do anything about it. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny. Who's going to be the first one to get rocked? Going to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots. But come on, that leaves more opportunities for headshots. He parries away that left hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you don't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
And forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. He blocks the hook. And misses with that jab. And you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout. So important. Who's going to be the first one to get buzzed? He just misses with that jab. Good punch. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Caught him there with the right hook. These two are the perfect dance partners. How did he absorb that hook? That's a scoring left hand. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a
very close round with 10 seconds to go. Who's winning this fight right now? Which fighter's going to get caught first? Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Quick punch scores. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Neither man really defending themselves. Caught him with that power punch. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. So a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This fight could not be any closer, could it, Johnny?
That was super tight. I dread being a judge.
He's going to be the first one to get clipped. Good punch. Nice punch. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. That's another scoring shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Exchange here from both men. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout.
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge this right. He's got to do his job right.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Swing and a miss with the left hook. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Oh, what a punch! Not much time left in the round. This fight is closer than 2 pages. He's going to be the first one to get rocked. And he misses with the left uppercut. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play hard, play cool.
He missed with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. So it's a majority decision. One judge saw it a draw. The other two scored it for the same fight.
A majority decision. You know what? I've got to agree. There's no argument there. I totally get it. I see where they're coming from. I see the scoring they've done. I wouldn't even argue with it. Maybe one round either side, but good call, good shout.